Welcome everybody, it's Tuesday night and I'm MC Toon. This is an invasion, and yes, it's spelled wrong. I made a mistake the first time, and I've not just doubled down on it, I've tripled down and quintupled down on it now. I mistyped it. It was an honest mistyping, and I'm sticking with it. So here's the idea. The idea is that we're going to find a live stream that somebody's doing, and we're going to pop into there and a live stream that's relatively small enough and relatively small enough so that when all of us jump in, the person knows. They're like, whoa, there's a bunch more people. So we'll see how many show up here and how much force we can muster to pop into this other person's chat. And then we will invite that person on and we'll interview that person live. This is all just for fun, and hopefully it's some interesting person. So we've done a few times where they're just gamers, and that's not too interesting. But the guy we did last time was actually playing an old NES game, an old Nintendo game. And it's because he's making his own role-playing games based on bunnies called Bunnyvania, Rabivania. Really cool, great guy. Heath, if I think is his name, and I'm on his Discord server, Raven Keep. So that's the kind of thing we're hopefully looking for. So if you just go around, go find a live stream somewhere. I'll wait. We'll wait. And something fun and interesting. So yeah, Striker says, too bad Delete Laws is not online. We need someone to point and laugh at. Snackable Tomato says, already got one. Hopefully he'll be better than Kitty last time. So send it to me in a DM. That might be best, because then all right. Send it to me. Then I can kind of preview it. That's kind of a good idea. So, hello, the Conspiracist. I'm doing some stuff with the Conspiracist. It's awesome. It's gonna be really good. You're gonna love it. See, definitely. Tell them as much or as little as you want, Conspiracist. All right, so I'm looking at it. Metroid Prime. Somebody playing Metroid Prime has 3 watchers. So again, it's a gamer. Always with the gamers, Zoomy, huh? Yeah, interesting. All right, let's do it. Let's pop in. He's got all of 3 viewers going at the moment. So if we all jump in, I'm hoping he'll notice. So there it is. Let's see. 5 watching. I'll turn up his volume a little bit here. He's talking about the game. Oh, Judy sent some in Discord. All right, so if this guy doesn't pan out, I have a look. The Elming says that debate with Al was so funny. He was a walking 2015 FE meme. Absolutely. His friend is like, he's been at this for 10 years. Like, oh my gosh. It doesn't matter how long when they've been into it longer, they're worse. Yeah. Bob, the science guy, is with us. Hey, Bob. All right, there's only 5 in his live chat at the moment. So, let me get
give it like a solid 4 out of 5.
There you go, the sound. I'll just have it in the background there a little bit.
But they're not like, despite saying that they're severe.
There it is. So, all right, there's only 5. You got to jump in. So jump in there. Chris Caldwell. Cadwell. MC2 knew the FE talking points better than Al did. Yes. Like, I knew everything he was... Well, look, seriously, audience members. Dear viewers, you all knew all of the things he was about to say as well. Let's be honest.
Because that might
All right. This guy's name is Nintagius. Nintagius. I still only see 5 watching. Maybe it's out of sync. There we go. We got some people saying MC Toon sent us. Repo Sandman, Skit Scratcher, Free Rebelt 626, KN, Sir Little Wolf. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're in there. Glober Mom, Real Cygnus. Oh, Graham Pry.
I see a couple of you saying MC Toon, Mick Toon, but I don't see anyone by that name in.
All right, I have to join in the.
Decide to join us for the credits.
This is my unlogged in account, so I'll have to pop out the login. Use my logged in account so I can say something. All right, here it comes. It's coming up slow. I'm like, I gotta upgrade this computer.
You took the bait. You took the bait.
All right, there it is.
Took the bait. Now you gotta hang out for the credits.
All right.
Hello. Hello, you give me a kiss.
There it is. All right. How many do we have in there now? 42. Good number. All right, I'll reload this page so it's reflects at least the current number.
Is that what happened?
There it is, 42. All right.
Don't sneeze all over me. I can feel it revving up.
It's all right. I'm going to ask him if he wants to join. All right. Do you know this guy, Zumi?
I kind of forgot that the game's soundtrack is as good as it is. It's very excellent.
There you go. Want to join me on my channel for a live interview?
You went down already.
So there we go. Let's see.
You already had enough.
What's Metro? I loved Metroid on NES. I didn't play and much after that. Just a little bit.
I do see. I still don't know if it's MC Toon or Mick Toon, and probably MC due to the formatting.
There you go.
Thank you a lot for bringing the very sizable raid over. I will have to check your channel out after the stream.
Oh no, check it out now.
Probably be soon. I don't know. I saw Volpe say play something else, play another Metroid. I guess I could do that.
No, no.
That would be easy to switch to really quickly.
So can I send a link?
Not playing Metroid 1.
Email me and I'll send a Zoom link.
I can play Metroid 2. It just got added. Forgot about that. Alright, I opened up your channel. I will check it out after the stream.
After?
I'm sitting right there so that I don't forget about it.
Come on, right now. Yes, hit that like button for him. Give him that. He has 1.17 thousand subscribers, so you know we could increment that by to at least 0.18. Yes, I do interviews. He's intrigued now.
You're like preview your recent streams just to get an idea of what sort of stuff
He's gonna see Flat Earth debates.
while the credits keep playing. What was my completion? 95%?
So he started streaming 4 hours ago. Did he play all of it? Did he actually play through all of it? All right, so is my... I sent my email address. I bet it got held. Yeah.
It doesn't look like,
There we go. Let's see
Shut
if
up,
that...
YouTube.
Let's see if that gets through when I
Tabbed
put
over to
space
my
at.
dashboard and they were like, now'd be a good time to play
Nope.
some ads.
Oh
Shut
my
up.
goodness. Come on,
You might be
YouTube.
onto something, but no, I'm not gonna interrupt with that. That seems silly.
Skid Scratcher. As long as you're not a flat earther, you're good. That's right. How many are there? 52 are watching.
Did I get the post-credits stinger?
Oh, Corey, I like that. I'll
That's what
subscribe
I
if you
see.
go interview with
I
MC
probably
Toon.
didn't. You probably need 100% for that.
Come on.
Trophy unlocked.
Come on. So how do we say his name? Nintagius? Nintagius.
So no, finish this game of Metroid Prime Remastered. When you
Nintagius,
save
I
flag
think.
And you will start a new game. Do you want to save? I guess not. In case I'd actually want to go back and fight the final boss again. Depends. Is that a new game plus kind of thing? We kind of didn't go into detail there.
Team Kiwi. Is Team Kiwi here? Oh, it's a mix between Nintendo and Contagious. Nintagious.
Just this stream? No, this was the third stream.
I like that. Nintagious. You know what?
And yesterday,
Let me show. Oh,
we played it yesterday.
oh my gosh,
I might have been able to finish it yesterday. I could probably do it in 2 streams.
I'll show him this. I got this. This isn't Nintendo,
not internet trouble.
but it's
Kind of internet trouble. It's winter weather
okay.
here
I
yesterday.
won't show you
Took
right
my
now.
Power out a couple times.
I won't
during
show
the
you,
stream,
but
and my internet was being
Alright.
stubborn about coming back quickly, so we had to call it.
my Nintendo is in my house. I still have my NES. What's his name?
I need to I should play a video game now. I mean, people love cats, but you know.
All right,
Damn, there's another 40
come on, pay attention.
extras just from getting the rest of the scans.
Oh,
probably.
snackable tomato,
Playing
very
it on hard.
with the super chat to him. Very nice. Oh, oh no, I can't. I don't have it on this account. I can
Let me scan chat a little bit more here.
Ha ha.
I don't know about an interview. An interview about what? Also, thank you for the super chat, snackable tomato. Now, anyone who subscribed as well, there were some subscribe trolls going around 2 weeks ago, so I still have the alerts off.
Subscribe trolls.
For subscriptions, but I greatly.
What's a
appreciate
subscribe troll?
Who hit the?
Is that people were that troll you by subscribing? That sounds good.
Volpe, are you still here? Yeah, you are. What do you think, Super Metroid or Metroid 2? I'm not going to be able to do the entire
Oh my goodness.
playthrough. I don't know those games that well, but
What was in the chat? What was your favorite NES game? What was your favorite NES games?
what's a
Oh my
subscribe
gosh,
troll? Basically
Lael.
someone with a bad name that subscribes just to see their bad name come up on an alert and make the streamer uncomfortable.
Oh, I got it. Okay. The original Zelda, Tetris, Mario 3, Mario, Star Fox. Wait, Star Fox is Nintendo 64, Gowden. Maniac Mansion? Micro Machines, NES?
I don't know. I'm torn. I could
Duck
just
Hunt? Oh,
theater it
come
out.
on, not
That
Duck
could be fun
Hunt.
as well. Super Metroid's pretty good. Metroid 2 is also pretty good. That's a tough call. Lael, thank you for the super chat as well.
I like his name. Is this is kind of cool. The
I don't know. I think I would want to prepare for something like an interview, to be honest.
Oh my goodness.
That, and I was planning on stopping soon anyway.
No need to prepare.
Something to eat. I haven't eaten yet. No, I wouldn't want to do anything multiplayer like Gazer.
I got a my kid made some waffles earlier.
Metroid 2 does have a bang.
All right, well,
area.
what do you think?
Track, so that'll help.
It's not going well so
Most
far.
people hate Game Boy music. That might not be great. But it's okay. It's fine.
All right. Well, he's fired up another game.
Just huck you in. I don't want my Pro controller though.
No, I did not, anyways. Well, they did try to go to Kentucky Fried Chicken today, but it did not work out. All right. Well, He's started up another game. I think he
This
missed
is
his
not very
chance.
good. I have a feeling most people have never played this.
All right. That's it. Sorry, Nintagus. You missed your chance. Yeah. All right, I'm out. All right, Judy, you got this. Sent me a couple. Let me grab them. Let's have a look here. Let's see. We've got, holy cow, a bunch. A dog giving birth. I don't think so. Small channel doing Sovsit stuff. Guy just chatting with his doggo. Man at piano asking for requests. Interesting. We've got Red Barn Cavaliers is a type of dog. It's finally time. Remy is whelping her puppies. The Welsh News Network is the is that the Sovsit doing Sovsit stuff? We've got Colton, MSTV, talk about anything. We got, oh, that guy's a nutter though. He's like, is Bill Gates. He's talking about Bill Gates going to jail. Light Gazer says, for $10, what do we think? I think I'm personally thanking you for saying hello to my friend at all. Thank you, MC Toon, for doing that. You did not have to. Is that, is Light Gazer, I'm missing the context. Were you from Nintageus's live stream? Or were you saying thank you for saying hello to my friend at all? Was that, you're not friends with Al, who was on the previous stream, are you? Well, anyway, Light Gazer, thank you. And you're welcome. I appreciate that. So, Brad After Dark is, Judy says, I vote for Brad After Dark. He's playing Rod Stewart. When I worked at McDonald's. Yeah, when I worked at McDonald's. That's right. I worked for that large Scottish restaurant chain when I was in high school. When I worked there, I had a friend who loved Rod Stewart. It was way, way too much. And when Rod Stewart came to town, he went to, oh my gosh, he was so excited. It was just too much. Leia says, sorry for trolling you through Nintages. Yes. No, it's all good. Let's, this is a good one. Global Mom says codedfriend.001 is doing a stream going over a delete laws. All right, so delete laws is, I've not covered him ever yet. Him and his buddies have mentioned me a little bit. I think I'm a little guilty by association with like Team Skeptic and some of the other people. So, all right, I'll look at that one, Global Mom, and then maybe have a look at some of these from Judy. A Sovsit doing stuff might be kind of interesting. Or is that one that you sent me to? Nope, that's not one. Doesn't look like it. Why do I have to log in? It was asking me to log in. Oh, that's why. Because when I copy the link, it adds studio to the beginning, so I can't just jump in. I just copy the link and use it. So, all right. Is this guy watching the delete laws? I'll put it up on screen with no audio. This guy here, Coded Friend, is he a buddy of delete laws? Let's see in the chat there. Send me an email about being stalked by a bunch of paranoid freaks in Chili's chat. What a surprise. Oh, okay, so it sounds like he's not a buddy. Let's hear.
When I said how many people are being stalked, please put a 1 in the chat. Whether you're watching this video next week, next month, or next year.
Glover Mom. Delete Laws is the Nathan Thompson of the auditor world, though he fancies himself a game changer.
Well, signifies. Look at that freeze frame again. Fuck, man.
Didn't Nathan think he was a game changer?
Don't make your fucking retarded listeners type out whole fucking words.
Somebody's kind of a potty mouth. Delete Laws has no buddies. Actually, he does. Somebody tags me constantly who's a friend of Delete Laws. Tags me in his videos. I don't know why. I've never covered Chili or Delete Laws. Never have. All right. Tornado and Junker Silver Veil is completely else. Hold on. I'm gonna look at. I don't think I want this guy. I'm just chatting with this doggo. A man at a piano asking for requests. All right, you know what? We could maybe get. Let's see if this works. Get some songs. Oh, it's done. It's done. Yeah, that's the intro. All right. That no worky. Yeah, is that Pitch After Dark? Yeah, I would. All right, too bad on that. No luck. We could have gotten him to play whatever song you wanted him to play. Yeah, I don't like Chili. Covering him is just. There's a lot of people covering him. A lot of people enjoying laughing at him. So good for him. All right. Tornado and Junkyard. What's Silverdale? Should we just look for Silverdale? Silver Veil. All right. I don't know. I'm not going to show you the process of making the sausage. I'll do it off screen. Silver Veil. 345,000 subscribers. Dude. I don't know what you're talking about. It's anime. No. Why? Tomato! Zoomy! No. No. And Gowden says, I like your streams because of no Chili. So yeah. Yeah, it's a VTuber that plays games. Yes, I see that. I want a human. I want to see a person and interact with the person. So, you know. All right, we've got Final Fantasy IV Ultima Livestream. All right, that sounds interesting. Is it Final Fantasy or is it Ultima? Because Ultima, oh yeah, that's Final Fantasy. Looks like. All right, let's look at this guy here. He's got 31 watching. The problem with gamers is if they're middle of a game, they're going to be hesitant to just drop the game. Right? Aaron Reese, covering Chili is like being a horse that someone is operating from the back end. That's awesome. All right, so, I mean, you know why I didn't like some of these Final Fantasy games was because you got into so many of these little battles over and over and over. Yeah, I don't. Is this yeah, this is Final Fantasy. This isn't Ultima, is it? So, I mean, I'd be a little more interested if it was Ultima. I like Ultima, but you know, he's in the middle of a game. He's not going to leave. That's the thing. So, says he's family friendly and it's a fusion game, a mod. That's what this is. Yeah, but he's in the middle of it. He's in the middle of it. All right. Let's see what else Judy had. Somebody talking to their dog. Let's see if we can get that. Guy just chatting with his doggo. So, all right. Runkle of the Bailey is live. All right. Talk about anything. He's got oh, it's done too. Darn. You got to get one that's not done. Don't you know? He probably wasn't done when you sent it, of course. Oh, he's almost at a save. Oh. I'll go back. You want to try? All right, let's do it. Everybody jump in. A dry waffle is really not it. It's not where it's at. So right now he's at 37. So we need to like double that to get his attention. Frank Burns, good dude. All right. I'm looking for, all right. So we've got 193 in this stream. So if half of us go over there, that's 100 on top of the 37 that he's at. So he should be able to see it. Right? So Waffle needs some Toonshine. Yes. I'm almost out. I'm going to have to top off the Toonshine. Now I'm out. I'm out of the Toonshine. We are at 63. We've almost doubled his original number. So that's good. That's good. So let's see. Oh, I should play his audio. Let me do that so that you can hear him.
You know, ROM hack going on here. Pretty good, pretty good.
There we go.
Yeah, gang's all here. Harv's a flurfer.
He doesn't know what a flurfer is. I hope he doesn't.
In Final Fantasy IV. How's
Right.
it going, everybody? Thanks for joining in.
What's his name? Mega Harv.
Good heavens. Welcome aboard. Pause your game and talk to McToon.
Want to join me for a live interview? There we go.
But yeah, how's it? Thanks for joining in, everybody. Full house. Oh my
Give
goodness.
him the thumbs up.
Yeah, this mod's pretty good so far. Hey, McToon. Live interview. How will I go about that, McToon? I'm game. How do you want to try to work that?
Zoom link.
Thank you for joining. What were you doing tonight?
I demolished a
Zoom
flat
link?
earther.
I'll have to figure out how to get Zoom working, but if you give me a few minutes, I'll figure it out. It's Final Fantasy IV Ultima. I'll save it. Just give me a minute.
Is
Here.
it's a mod? Okay.
Demolished a flat earther.
Now I want to hear about this mod.
Do you get a lot of flat earthers? Zoom is... Yeah, I just need to... Give me 1 second. Sure, just give me a sec to try to... I forget if I have Zoom on this contraption or not. I might.
Alright, I sent my email address. We'll see if YouTube captures it. Yeah.
Email,
yeah.
My address is in my about box.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I'll take
So
a
I
gander. Just give me a second.
can't give my what address is in my about box? Is it my
Hang on,
Gmail
but yeah,
one?
thank you for the raid. Like, were you just interviewing?
All right. Tag him with the answers.
Final
He's
Fantasy
asking some
8
questions.
Are my favorites.
hold
I love 7.
on. All right.
Oh yeah, good old Z SNES.
All right.
Hey, Lale, how you
I gotta
doing?
look to see which email
McToon's the
address I
king of
have
the
in
flat
my
Earth believers.
outbox.
Email me address. Okay.
Yes. All right. It is my mctoon at mctoon.net. I also have mctoon27 at Gmail. So that's why I was questioning, and that's like I use that for like YouTube has that for my address. So
Hang on. View email address. I'm definitely not a robot.
all right, I gotta
Last time I
create
checked, not a robot.
my the meeting so I can send it to him.
Record.
All right. Here we go. All right. So when he sends it, I got the Zoom call ready. He just needs to email me. I found a bunch of emails that are started that
Maybe I didn't have to do that, but
sometimes you click. All right. What is he looking at here? Mega Mar. Oh, Mega Harv. That's his name. He's Mega Harv. So, all right. Frank Burns, pretty incompetent for a gamer. Don't insult him.
All right, I'm emailing.
All right. Industrial Nerd sends him $1. Very good.
All right, email sent.
Awesome. He
Hey,
sent the
Industrial
email.
Nerd, thank you for the $1 super chat.
There it is.
Hey,
I got
yeah,
the
no,
email.
Spamming more lard for the Raiders. Hell yeah, Nest-Force. Yeah, spam some lard.
There it
Raiders.
is. It's ready to
Oh,
go.
MC Tune. Pardon me. MC
Let's
Tune.
see. Let me get the right name. It's Mega Harv. Get rid of the
All right.
smoking
Zoom
Al
link.
nonsense.
Open.
All right. He's got the link. And I'll turn off his audio. There it is. So when he joins, oh yeah. There it is. He's coming in, people. He's joining us. Mega Harv is joining us just shortly. He's getting
Cannot start video because I'm live. But can you hear me okay?
I can hear you.
Excellent.
How you doing?
Not too bad. MC Tune, like MC Hammer, right? I was just
Exactly. Yes, we're both rappers. He's not bad. I'm terrible.
I'm even worse.
Join the party.
All right.
Lael said, all right, so I debate against flat earthers and I debunk flat earthers. I do it every Tuesday, and then every once in a while I do an invasion stream where I just for fun we go find some other person doing a stream, pop in and join them.
Let's see. I got you front and center on mine here so they can see you.
Okay.
You can't see me, but no.
There it is. Okay. I see yours. All right. So I'm going to have to fix that because I don't want to see myself twice, but I'll adjust that. So your audio will be out of sync since your camera is occupado.
Right.
But that's all good.
But you can hear me okay.
I hear you just fine. Yes.
Okay.
So, very nice. So you were playing what is a mod of Final Fantasy and Ultima?
It was rather than being like Final Fantasy and Ultima, it's a mod called Final Fantasy IV Ultima. I'm not sure why it's called that necessarily. There is a spell in the Final Fantasy games that are called Ultima, but I think it is a reference to the Ultima series.
Okay. But it's not really Ultima Lord British.
No. Right,
stuff.
right. Lord Brit. No. Right.
All right.
No relation.
You know, Lord British was went to this International Space Station.
Oh yeah.
Garriott, his last name's Garriott. I think he went twice. He paid like $30 million to go.
Good Lord. Well, it's a once in a lifetime experience for sure.
It was a twice in a lifetime for him.
Oh, he went twice.
He was the only one that paid to go twice to the space station. That was a while ago, so like now space tourism is starting to happen with Blue Origin and Virgin Galactic, and SpaceX will be doing it too. So
right.
Anyway, the flat earthers, they don't think space exists, so it's something that I have gotten to know about.
Interesting. So that's like something you do on the regular. Like you'll be like, "Hey, flat earthers, come at me."
Yes. And this guy claimed to be a flat earther for 10 years. Which is probably not true. the flat earthers didn't really start until about 2015, 2016. So he didn't really have enough time. But he definitely had no... That what they do is they make claims without evidence. That's their standard procedure. They're like, this. And you're like, oh, well, then show, they're like, water is flat. Like, oh, we'll show a measurement of water being flat. Here, it's in this glass, it's flat. That's about it. Right. That's about all they have. And of course, in this glass, there's no water. I'm going to have to... I sometimes drink Tab that NASA sends me to protect my brain cells.
I mean, you'll definitely need that if you're arguing flat Earth on the regular. I kind of wish I was in the flat Earth, then I could like try to give you my logic. But
there you go. Here's a good question, though. How do you know that the Earth is the shape you think it is?
I mean, that's a valid point. I don't know if it's so much that I know, but like from what I've seen around about like people going high up enough and seeing the curvature of the Earth because of stuff like that, I figure is a good start.
Yep.
But then I hear that like some flat earthers will be like, well, you're just using a fisheye lens. It's like, well, you could just go up there and not use a fisheye lens. Like most people wouldn't have a reason to defend flat Earth or defend round Earth, I should say.
Yeah, you generally don't need to. In fact, I brought it up tonight with the guy I was talking to. In this book here, this is a debater's guide. It's about how to do like competitive debates.
Okay.
And in these competitive debates, there are things that you can claim, and you don't have to actually support your claim, right? One of their specific example is in a debate, you don't need to support the claim that the Earth is a globe. They actually say that in this book.
Oh, they even use it in the debater's guide.
Yes, it's like their primary example. So yeah, Josh Jackson, this guy is a flat earther. No, he's not. He's not a flat earther. Let's see. I got some super chats. I don't want to miss.
Yeah, by all means, read them up.
I saw you got a couple.
Oh yeah, I did. Much appreciated.
Yeah. Well, hopefully
appreciate the rate. Appreciate you, being like, hey, let's do an interview right now. I was like, sure.
We went to a different guide.
Spontaneous chat.
Nintagious. He was playing.
Yeah.
Do you know him?
Yeah, we've met.
Okay.
Or like YouTube met,
Yeah. You're buddies because you're in the same market, right? Anyway, we were like, hey, come on for an interview. He's like, nah, I don't know about it. So you got his chance.
Oh, really? Go figure.
Yeah. So, all right. I'm trying to find. I have so many open tabs.
Yeah, like to my people, like, can you guys hear MC Tune? Okay. Someone said that like the volume was low, so I turned it up. So I just want to make sure that you're coming through. Okay.
Somebody said in mine that I was echoing on yours. So
maybe if I do one of these, like, I don't know if they're just hearing you through my, because I normally when I'm playing my games, I'm like, oh, well, I'll just not use earbuds. And like, it just doesn't, like, echoing's not an issue, but with like Zoom and stuff, it might be different.
Yeah.
Volume is decent, but definitely has an echo. Well, I am ill prepared for that. I apologize for echoing that's going on.
It's usually not, I don't know. It might just be audio routing in your computer.
Probably. I only just recently, because I was using a capture card earlier. Well, like I still use it. I'm not using it tonight, but like before I was having echoing issues and I had to like change something like in the guts of my streaming software.
Okay.
So like I had it fixed for that, but like for PC, I have to root around a bit more.
Okay.
Hey, Now Opinion, thank you for the 30 SEK. Good luck, have fun. Much appreciated.
Good. Pronounce it. It's plural. How do you pronounce that?
Pronounce what?
The currency.
I just said SEK.
Yeah, but
I'm not familiar with it.
Well, I would pronounce it sex.
Dude,
you just got 30 sex.
Yeah, I did just get 30 secs. You're right.
Bonus, man.
How did my dirty mind overlook that? Oh my goodness.
What kind of
I'm
gamer
ashamed
are
of
you?
myself. I know, about like not I gotta hand in my gamer card. Mine's not deeply in the gutter.
That's now Pinion. He's a regular on these the Flat Earth demolition channels. Let's see,
Right
I got the Sun Express said y'all invading Sam channels onto interwebs. Sam is a flat earther from Africa he's just so innocently dumb. You can't not love the guy in his just how dumb he is. So a lot of them are
he embraces the flat eartherness.
yeah, and it's such just a gentle way. He's just he said that Neil Armstrong actually went to space between the moon and the firmament, the dome.
Okay.
And when they were there, he got a space virus.
Oh,
And that's how he died.
interesting.
I'm not
Good
kidding.
thing it didn't spread to the rest of us. Oh my goodness.
And I've asked him, and he's agreed to. I've had him on like 3 times in the last 3 months. I try to space him out a little bit. I asked him to have a look at Einstein's general relativity, and he's going to debunk it.
Oh, Einstein's.
Yes. Flat earthers like to say that Einstein is dumb. And that's it. That's all of their effort that they put into trying to debunk what Einstein said.
Well, if Einstein's so smart, why is he dead?
Yeah. Take that.
Yeah. So why is our world flat but the moon is round? Or is that just like a flat moon we see off in the distance?
They have a lot of explanations. Some say it is flat. Some say it's like this concave thing, and they'll take like a dish and they'll put it in water that's like opaque water, and they'll like roll it around and show like, well, you know, when it's at this angle, you can only see like the crescent part of it. Like that doesn't help you, because when you see something oblately, you know, from the side, let me, I have this here. I can show you, right? So this is a circle, but when it's to the side, what shape is it? It's to you, it's an oval now.
Yeah.
Right. So if you don't view something directly on it, it's not circular anymore. So the moon, if it were flat, wouldn't everywhere except directly underneath it would look like an oval. That doesn't work.
Right. So it's got to be like a dome almost.
The dome doesn't work either because it'd have the same compression when you're not at the right angle. So then others are like, oh, it's just a hologram. Or this is great. They say it emits its own light. Like it's a flashlight somehow.
Oh, it's
but,
just a weaker sun.
Yeah. They reference the Bible and they're like, oh, it's a light to control the night. Like, that's a metaphor. They don't understand metaphors in the Bible, but you know, they don't understand a lot. And but yeah, they're like it emits its own light, but why does the phase change? No idea. And why are there craters on it? No idea.
And you can find enough flat earthers that this is like a reoccurring thing. That's the thing that I'm like kind of most marveling at the moment.
I've done a debate.
I want to debate it.
I've done a debate with a flat earther the majority of every week since April 4 years ago.
Good Lord.
In fact, I have, it's usually on Tuesdays. I have 2 more this week. So on Thursday. So I'll have 3 this week. So I don't know if I really average quite one a week, but I could.
Right.
Yeah, you go on Facebook, they're all over. They're teaming all over Facebook. And same on TikTok. TikTok's the worst.
So if I'm looking for flat earthers, either TikTok or Facebook.
Yep. That's the place. All right.
Well,
Industrial Nerd says in Final Fantasy IV, you go to the moon.
I was just actually about to bring that up. It's like you do actually go to the moon in Final Fantasy IV. And like if you can walk around like the circumference of it. So like even in the game it's not like flat or else you'd like fall off the edge or something.
It's like do you ever play the Super Mario Galaxy?
Yes.
Where some of the planets are really small. That was cool. The physics in there was really neat.
Oh, the effects in that sometimes it like almost gives me vertigo with like just like the depth of everything.
Yeah. That was a good game. Paper Mario?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, the world might be flat in Paper Mario. I don't know yet.
Yep. The world is flat in World of Warcraft, I bet.
I actually don't know. I haven't really played much World of Warcraft. I'm not big into like the multi online ones.
Are you more
play,
old games? So this must be on an emulator.
Yes.
Is it an NES emulator or SNES?
It's an SNES emulator.
Okay.
Like what I'm doing right now is like specifically like a ROM hack. I could get like a Super Nintendo cart of it made as like a reproduction, but just for like convenience sake, you just emulate it. Just patch the original game and go nuts.
Yeah. That's cool. I remember playing Ultima 4, and I would hack the data on the disc to give myself like infinite gold.
Oh yeah, okay.
There were ways to hack it, and of course everything was stored. It was stored in like bytes, but it was treated as decimals, right? So it would store a 0 and a 1 and a 5 and a 7, right? But you'd go in and you'd change it to A, B _ dash, right? And it didn't know how to do the math on that. So it'd always get the math wrong. Right. So it would decrement your number and screw it up. And so you never ran out of money.
Gotcha. Yeah. So you're like early game hacks.
Yes. Somebody's asking, has you ever played Kerbal Space Program? Matt Klein's asking.
I have not. I've never even heard of it.
No?
No.
It obviously it's a space program. It emulates, like, you can build rockets, and it does their best to like simulate real conditions, like real rockets, real gravity, real aerodynamics, and things like that. I've only played a bit. So you can build these rockets. You can build giant rockets with ridiculous amounts of like booster engines and stuff, things that would you could never pay for in reality, right? But it's simulation, so you can do it. So pretty cool.
Can you go faster than light?
I don't think so. I don't know. They probably, I can't imagine that they included an application of special relativity in there. So probably not. But it's a pretty cool game, but it's obviously not going to be running on your NES emulator.
No, probably not. So it's like more of like a modern like computer game.
Yeah, it is. All right. I've got this. People give me retro stuff a lot.
Atari Flashback, isn't it?
Yeah, something like, I don't know exactly which one it is, but it's got all the game. It's got they're like, it's got 750 games. 743 games are the ones you don't want to play.
Right.
Right. So, but it has Centipede.
Then there's like, there's Pac-Man, Donkey Kong.
Pac-Man on this was miserable. Did you ever play Pac-Man on Atari?
If I did, it would have been like 30 years ago. Not
great. The worst. The Pac-Man, because they had to rush it apparently. So Pac-Man doesn't turn up, right? When he goes upwards, he stays sideways. So like going this way, right?
So
and he's like
through like a blowhole.
I'm gonna go up, and I'm gonna go down. Now I'm gonna turn this way, right? So he actually turns left and right. That's it.
High tech Atari 2600.
Yeah, and then they're like, people are like, they couldn't make it that way. It wasn't the gaming system. Well, Pac-Man's a pretty simple game. And then Ms. Pac-Man came out for Atari, and they got everything right. So, anyway.
Well, I guess like especially if that came out before the Atari crash, like there was just so much garbage on the system that they were just kind of like, "Oh, just sell it. People will buy it." Then eventually they're like, "No, we're done. Not
Pac-Man
buying this
was
crap anymore."
Pac-Man was the big game in the arcades. They had to do it, right? And people were going to buy it. It didn't matter. They were going to buy it. It was terrible. So, David DeRenzo says Final Fantasy IV Ultima is a mod that includes Lake Titicaca.
Ooh, I didn't know that. I hadn't gotten that far yet.
I
Can't wait for that.
I don't think so.
Oh, it might be bluffing.
No, Lake Titicaca is a recurring joke
Oh,
on my channel because I mean, being a gamer, you're gonna have to acknowledge the humor of the name Lake Titicaca.
like right, like even though I missed the sex joke earlier, Lake Titicaca, I can't even miss that one. I'm on the level with that. But I'm thinking, really? That's in the game? Wow. Can't wait to visit.
It's my favorite Peruvian lake.
Dude, what's your second favorite Peruvian lake?
I don't know. I didn't know that there were two.
Oh, maybe it's the only one. The only one and the best one.
It's my guess is that there's another one or two. But I live in Minnesota. We've got a lot of lakes here.
Oh, right on.
They even get a little generous on naming things lakes instead of ponds. But I think that's for taxes.
Ah, yeah, that's all down to the almighty dollar.
It does.
Almighty
Yeah, I mean,
tax
if you live on a lake, your taxes are different than if you live in a pond. So actually, I had a friend in college. His family grew up on a lake, a pond that the city changed, or not the city, I don't know who it was. Somebody changed the rules so that was then declared to be a lake, and then their taxes like doubled, and they moved. So there it is. David Dorinzo says also HP in the mod is calculated in sheep units.
Is that right?
No.
Sheep units. Is that like a flat earther measurement?
It's another. So I have a ton of inside jokes.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
And so I tell flat earthers that, do you know, in Scotland that they don't use metric system or imperial units. All of their units are based on sheep. So the length is
right.
the rump to snout tail of a 2-year-old ewe. And so that, whatever that is, it's 2.3 meters. I don't know. Maybe that's probably a little bit much, isn't it? But then 1,000 of them is a kilo sheep unit or kilo sheep length. And so they're like, well, how many kilo sheep away is old Ewan's farm? So,
at least 17.
Yes. And when I like to get them to say the Van Allen radiation belt's wrong. That's right. So that you got the Earth, you got the magnetic field of the Earth, and the stuff from the sun coming, and the magnetic field causes a concentration of belts of alpha and beta radiation particles around the Earth, and they're the Van Allen radiation belts, named after the guy that found them. But I get them to always say Van Halen.
Oh,
so I'm like, yeah, the Van Halen radiation belts. They had to go through a specific place.
Yeah,
and it's always a competition to get them to say it, and I usually get them.
Because if that belt doesn't block the heat, then it becomes too hot for teacher.
Yes. And if you have enough Eddie, you can definitely get through the Van Halen radiation belt.
Right.
Oh my goodness. Dave Kircher says, when you visit Lake Titicaca, you should carve off a littler lake on the shore, Lake Itty Bitty Titicaca.
And there's going to be a committee there. It'll be the naming committee.
That's so good. I love that. Many Karen says, tell him about the Flurf Pac-Man theory. Oh, geez.
Flurf Pac-Man theory.
So Flurf is because we love them so much. We call them Flurfs. It's a short for Flat Earther.
Gotcha.
There's a Flurf in my chat right now, PJCnet. So look at this. It's 12:30 p.m. Central Time. He's in England.
Okay.
That's 6:30 in the
6:30.
morning in England, and he has. This isn't like he got up early. He's still going. So PJC, he's one of the Flurfs that is always in the chat, and we kind of like him. He's kind of funny. Anyway, the Flurf Pac-Man theory. All right, I don't have the map. There's some flat earthers that think that this map is the map, right? This here.
Right.
It's just a projection from the globe. It actually says it right there on the map, projection. But they miss that. And some of them get upset when you point out that it says projection. We're like, that's just a globe map. But there are some other maps that some other flat earthers use where it's horizontal, like this. And they're like, well, the equator goes up and down in a line here. And if you go this way, you wind up over here. So that's their Pac-Man theory of
right.
You go and you wind up over here again. Of course, north and south doesn't quite work the same, because if you go north, you don't wind up to them. They don't think that you wind up at the South Pole. These flat earthers think that the South Pole exists. They're outliers. They think that if you go here, you Pac-Man around to here. Like
if you can manage to get past the Great Ice Wall.
So the flat earthers that think this is the case, they think there's an ice wall.
Okay.
Right? They think the outside's an ice wall.
So there's a few different varieties.
Oh, and they argue. There's camps. So the Pac-Man guys, they say that all of these people, all the flat earthers that think this is the case, they call them satanic shills. Literally. Satanic shills. Like, they're working for Satan, getting paid by the government to intentionally lie about how flat Earth works. They're so confident in their goofy Pac-Man world.
I see.
Yep.
So you need to get like the flat earthers to like fight each other.
Oh, they do. It's fun. They don't agree because gravity can't exist for flat Earth, because it would attracting mass would cause a flat Earth to collapse into a sphere. So gravity can't work for flat Earth. So they have to just blanket deny gravity, but things still fall. And so there's different camps about what causes things to fall, and they can't agree. None of them work, but they fight like crazy about some of these things, about what causes things to fall. And it's funny. Like, I love it when they just start bashing each other. We just sit and watch and eat popcorn, you know?
So like sometimes you can get like a couple of them on and you just kind of like sit back and be like, all right, boys, you two just
I haven't
have a
been
party.
successful in getting any of them to come on. Like, I've actually asked, because some think there's a dome, some think there isn't a dome. And these two were like best buddies for a while. And then they're like, dome, no dome. And then they're like, oh, I hate you, I hate you. And they wanted to actually debate each other about whether or not there's a dome. Right? It's like, which fantasy is stupider than the other fantasy.
Right.
And I'm like, I'll host, but they didn't want me to host.
Well, I
So-
mean, you'd at least be impartial in the sense that you're not going to take one flat Earth side to another flat Earth side.
True. I would not care one bit in that debate. Mute Donkey saying concave versus flat you have done. Who did I didn't moderate like a debate between a concaver and a flat earther. So when flat Earth isn't crazy enough, they keep going and think that the Earth is concave and that we live on the inside of a sphere, like we're trapped inside a bubble.
Like a hollow Earth theory type of thing, but we're in the hollow Earth.
Yep, we're on the inside. Yeah. So the concave earthers and the hollow earthers, they're not the same, but they get
Okay.
confused a lot. Yeah, they think you live on the inside and be like, you just look up at night, you'd see the part of the earth that was lit. They're like, oh no, because of stuff.
That's the molten Earth center we're looking at up there.
I don't know. They're like, oh, that's the firmament. That's in the Bible, is up there blocking your view of the other thing. Well, then, okay, so then we'd see this way, like rolling up there. I don't know.
I didn't realize this rabbit hole went so deep with all the different like factions and
Yes, they're
quite
yeah,
eye-opening.
that they also tend to think that they tend to be mud flooders. You heard of that? Tartaria.
Mud flooders?
So they think, yeah.
What the hell, like Tartarus? Is that what do they call it?
Tartaria, yes.
Tartaria, yeah.
They think there was an ancient civilization long ago, like the 1850s.
Yeah.
And that all history before that must be faked somehow. I don't know. And you can know this because you look at these buildings and they're of a certain style. That's it. Like, oh, this is clad in metal. So then they can get free energy from the ether. Like, how does that work? I don't know. It just works. It's about all they have.
Yeah. You weren't there, so it must be true.
Definitely. So do you like just, is this what you do? You play old SNES games?
By and large, like usually 5 times a week, I'll stream some kind of. It's usually like an old game, but like I just finished up a newer game called Yakuza Like a Dragon, which is it's like a turn-based, like Final Fantasy type of thing, but it's like new age graphics. It's actually pretty funny because it kind of like is a parody of that style of game, but
Okay.
still does a good job of being that kind of game.
And that's SNES, like an emulator?
This I played on my PS5. So like I do have like old stuff all the way up to like the newest hardware, but if left to my own devices, I usually play stuff from anywhere from like NES to like PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 era.
Okay. All right. So I had asked in the chat, my chat, what their favorite NES game was, and I did not get a consistent answer. I got it all over the place.
There's probably some Super Mario 3s in there, probably some Zeldas in there, maybe a Final Fantasy or two.
I struggled with Final Fantasy. Just too many times you'd have to do a fight. Like these were way below my level, and I have to do this interruption again and again. It just got too much.
Right.
Yeah, Zelda. I love Zelda. Dr. Mario.
I have the worst luck with Zelda games. Like,
really?
Like, I went to like I have what I call the Zelda curse because like there was like all throughout my life, like I would get a Zelda game and like the battery save wouldn't work, or like more recently, I streamed one episode of the NES Zelda. I went to stream the second version. I went and made like the stream, the preview that's like, hey, I'm gonna be streaming in 15 minutes. In that 15-minute span, the entire internet on my apartment went down. So like I couldn't even go on to be like, hey guys, I can't go on. It was just dead. So it's like, okay, I'm just gonna not play this right now because I don't want any. I don't want a meteor to come in through my window and smack me. So
yeah.
I mean, I can watch Zelda all day, but to try to play it, it just doesn't work for me.
What about Metroid?
Metroid's another game that like I can watch, but to play, I'm not very good at.
Oh.
I did just play Metroid 2 though, like the Game Boy one, like last week.
That's what Nintagus started doing as we were leaving. He's playing it on,
2. Okay.
on Game Boy, yeah.
Right. He was probably playing it on his Nintendo Switch.
Does the Switch play the...
They just recently came out with like a Game Boy emulator streaming service type of thing. And like Metroid 2 was like one of the ones that came out for it for launch.
That's cool.
So some decent old school stuff on there.
So I played Dr. Mario. Like I played a bunch of others, like Mario 3 and stuff was definitely. I left that on. Like I never turned off my NES because you couldn't save.
Right.
So it just sat like I had it tucked away next to the couch to the side. Nobody could kick it or bump it or anything, and it just sat there. And I just, sit down and play for a while, and that was it. Pause.
Did you play any Punch Out?
Never liked
Boxing
that.
game?
I didn't like
Oh,
that. No. It was Sega Genesis, Mortal Kombat.
Oh, yeah.
That one I played.
I had the Super Nintendo one, but it didn't have any blood in it.
Oh, that's right. They got in trouble. But then there were like Easter egg hacks to get the blood back, right?
I know in the Super Nintendo version, the Sega Genesis version, there were blood codes. I don't know if there was like Game Genie stuff to put it into the Super Nintendo one or not. But you definitely could for the Genesis.
So here's a flat earther. PJCnet, the guy in England, says the Donkey Kong Country series of games were advanced for the Super Nintendo with superb animation for the hardware. You know how they did that?
With Flat Earth theory?
No, it was all rendered. All of the stuff was pre-rendered. It wasn't rendered on the fly. So like when you do a roll, it was, 5 or 10 sprites that just went through a sequence.
Yeah, it was just kind of like,
Any new game, it's all rendered on the fly.
Yeah. I still like the style of the Donkey Kong Country games. Like visually how they look. But yeah, it was all pre-rendered stuff.
Yeah, I like that. All right, I better read this. I've been avoiding it. Lael.
Okay.
Lael's a good guy. He likes to
he super chatted earlier.
He likes to poke at me. He says he wants me to say I'm MC Toon and I know the earth is flat and I've been lying to my chat the whole time.
That'd be funny if you're just like
if
secretly a flat earther, but you're just
But I didn't say that, so nobody will. The flat earthers, they like to go find the things that I've said and clip it and like chop them up out of sequence.
Right.
To make me say things I never said.
Right.
Which is funny to do to somebody if it's done in a humorous way, like it's kind of satire. But they did it and they're like, haha, you said this. I'm like,
it's like I obviously didn't.
You don't see that this was edited together? They don't. So her sweet can from The Simpsons. So all right, where do you live? What time zone? Or don't say any more than you feel comfortable.
Yeah, no, I am in I'm not really too concerned about that, but no, I am in Atlantic time zone. I'm up in Canada land.
Nova Scotia.
I'm a maritimer.
So I have a friend who's into way too many conspiracies. Who's a regular on here? Who's from Halifax?
So okay.
Atlantic time, and Jon Snow. Not actually the Jon Snow from the TV series
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that's where he got the name from, and
right.
But he had a anti-5G group on Facebook and an anti-5G song, and I'm like, hey, come debate me on 5G. He's like, okay, and he came on, and after I talked to him, he's like, yeah, okay, you're right, 5G, not so bad, and I'm like, oh, that's new. So now he's still into some. He's like Project Bluebeam, and he thinks that dinosaurs are fake. I'm like, John, oh geez, but he's not a flat earther, so I'm like, he comes on for comic relief sometimes.
But he enjoys like other like thought experiment, conspiracy theory things.
Yeah, and like the guy from Africa, he's just kind of sweet. He's not like the guy from Africa is dumb as he couldn't pour water out of a boot.
Right.
If the
But they're like not
instructions.
aggressive about it, so it's like, oh, hey, whatever.
Yeah. So John's a goofball. He's fun to bring on, and yeah. Anyway, he's in Halifax, and then I ask him about. I'm like, dude, I've been watching Oak Island, the TV show Oak Island. Tell me about Oak Island. He's like, I have no idea. Thanks a lot. You're no good.
I don't know tons about it. I know my grandfather had been there.
To Oak Island?
Yeah, but like he kind of grew up in the area.
Oh.
But like that's about all I know about it. But like, I know you'd walked around there.
Yeah. Yeah. So they go by years. And so they start the series, this TV series started about 2013, 2014, 2015, somewhere in there. And then each series
it's been going forever now.
So we're in the middle, or we're right at the beginning of 2021. And it's funny because every week, every episode, they're like, today's the day we're gonna find it. We're gonna find gold. We're gonna find something. We're gonna figure out this mystery. And then they don't.
Yeah, and then then it's like right before a commercial, they're like, oh, we see something shiny, oh my god. And then they come back from a commercial and they're like, oh, it's just a rock.
No, it's an ox shoe.
Oh.
I didn't even know that they shoed oxen. But yeah, they would put, like horseshoes, they put them on an ox, and then they bring them off to this blacksmith guy that knows everything. And he looks at it, he goes, oh, this is a Scottish ox shoe, made in 1673 to 1691.
Yeah, the Knights Templar used these ox shoes.
That's it. Every week they bring in another expert that's like, well, I've been poring over these ancient documents, and in Oak Island, the Knights Templar buried the jewels from Mary Queen of Scots. And then somebody comes next week and they're like, actually, I've been poring over all the stuff, and the French Queen let them eat cake, whatever.
Yeah.
Sorry, Frenchies. I forgot her name.
Marie Antoinette.
Antoinette, that's the one. Like, her jewels were buried here. And somebody, oh no, the Knights Templar, along with the Rosicrucians, buried the Ark of the Covenant there. Every week it's something else.
Right.
And every week they're like, oh look, another ox shoe.
Right. And then like 8 years later, it's like, oh, we're right about to find it finally.
Yep.
Like it just amazes me how they like still can squeeze out a TV series.
What they did, they did find the treasure. You know what the treasure is? That's the TV show.
TV show money.
Yeah. Because at the beginning they're like, well, with the one guy is very wealthy, right? They're like, well, all right, we're gonna drill some 6-inch holes. And they're like, well, maybe we'll do it. And every season their budget gets bigger. I'm like, I know why. Because the TV series last year was good. So, all right. Peach D. Tony, who's from Australia, says, did you know that the guy who demonstrated cholera is caused by waterborne microbes was called Dr. Jon Snow? Did you know that?
I had no idea.
I did not either. And, oh my goodness. Lael comes back with new conspiracy. Jon Snow is a Halifax girl.
It's a Halifax girl.
What's a Halifax girl?
I don't know. That's lingo that I'm not hip to.
It's a thing. Sorry, Lael. I don't know what that is.
Sorry to ruin your joke.
Yeah. Oh, Clara Microraptor says, you mean the real treasure isn't the friends they made along the way?
Well, of course. That's the real treasure. They just can't come out and say it, because then it's like, well, why do we got to keep watching? We found the treasure.
I know. It's the friendships. All right. This is great. All right. It is almost 7 a.m. in England. But in Israel, they're, 2 or 3 hours farther ahead. And Many Karen is in Israel, and I don't know if Many Karen is just getting up or if Many Karen is not yet to go to bed. But Many Karen says for 15 shekels, Did you know Mary Antoinette never said the cake thing? It was actually said by the queen before her.
I've heard that that's a thing, but it's like, I don't know. I wasn't there. Like, she could have said it. She could have not have said it. They cut her head off, apparently. So, like, I feel bad for her if she didn't say it.
And I found out it's the word translated a little poorly into English. It wasn't actually cake. It's more appropriately translated brioche, which is bread, but it's buttery bread.
Yeah, so let them eat bread.
There it is. Oh my goodness. So here we have Many Karen in Israel says, I've been up the entire night. And then Round Thinker, who's also in Israel, says, I've been awake for almost 3 hours now.
I'll see you later, Zan.
That's great. Many Karen is still up. Round Thinker's been awake has got up 3 hours ago. That's awesome.
Well, I mean, you keep. Oh, just got up. I was gonna say, if you've been up this whole time, then the mind can wander if you've been up for a while. And
yeah. So Round Thinker, he's had he's got kids, and I think he's got a regular. He was looking for stuff. I don't know, but yeah, he's a busy guy. I think he has a bit different schedule than Many Karen. So,
I mean, you seem to have quite the world. Like, you got people from like England, you got like someone from Israel over there.
Yeah. Let's see. We've got Gauden's Raber is in Switzerland. We've got Clara Microraptor, I think, is in Sweden.
Okay.
Who else? Yeah, we've got England. Often there's people from the Netherlands that show up.
Is it? I always forget, but like, is it the conspiracy theory that like the Netherlands, is it Denmark? Like, one of those places allegedly doesn't exist because like the margin of error for the world of population is like one of these countries.
Oh,
you ever hear about that?
I have not heard about that. I've heard flat earthers, and it's not true to my knowledge, say that Australia doesn't exist, but it's turned into a kind of a joke.
Right.
Let's see. The Elmig says I'm in Finland. Same time zone as Many Karen in Israel. We got East Coast United States. We got Texas. Finland. I'll say so. Repo Sandman is saying Finland might be what you're saying.
Maybe it is Finland. I remember hearing it some time ago, and it just sort of hit me. Figure this is relevant to bring up.
Yeah, because the Finns who would miss the Finns? I don't know. Ashton Richards,
like, what would be there if they weren't there? Would there just be a big hole in the flat Earth?
I suppose, and that might be how you get through to the hollow Earth underneath the flat Earth. But they actually,
it's all clear to me now.
Another group of them think that you go to the North Pole and there's a hole. And you go like there's a mountain, and there's a portal. You like open the door. You need secret keys to open the door, and then you go in, and then you can go underneath, and then that's where the aliens are. There's like 7 levels of places, and the black hole sun lives under there too, and giant green spews of energy comes out. That's the Aurora Borealis. These people are crazy. You could just go to the North Pole. It's pretty boring. It's just ice.
Right. Just ice. It's really cold. So, if you want to try to risk that, then I guess it's on you. But
I encourage them. Like, go there. No need to bring any food. I'm sure you'll be warm enough. So just like a light coat. And then have them drop you off, and then walk around for a while until you find the portal.
That'd be a careful what you wish for type of thing.
Go ahead, guys. Give it a shot. There was one that actually thought in 2018 wanted to bring 144,000 flat earthers with him to the North Pole. to go through the magic portal. Obviously, that did not happen, but he still wants to do it. So,
Well, I mean, they should, and they should document the whole thing.
yes, live stream it. When you get dropped off, be sure to live stream it through satellites.
Yeah.
Funny, I think the last guy that I debated here earlier today, he was on vacation at a place in the mountains. I think he was in Colorado. And he's like, he seemed to seem like he wasn't close to any civilization. I'm like, well, how are you getting your internet? And he goes, oh, I think it's from, I don't know. Satellites. He might have gotten his internet through satellites.
I mean, just works as well as anything, I guess.
But they say satellites don't exist. That's the funny part.
Oh,
You see, there's a problem.
right. That's the disconnect.
They're like, space is fake. Oh, well, then how are you getting your internet access? From balloons.
Yeah, low altitude. Yeah, just
That's what that's.
spy balloons.
They say that. Emerson Biggins says there are about 100 flurfs with 100,000 YouTube accounts.
Ooh.
There are there's unfortunately there's too many of them, so I haven't, like I said, I haven't run out. I have had some repeat customers.
Right. Well, I mean, strength in numbers and all of that. What's the saying? Never underestimate the power of
Of
large people or stupid
something
people
about
in
stupid.
a large group.
That's it. All right. What is your next game?
My next game. Well, like right now, I'm alternating between this game and a PlayStation 1 RPG called Wild Arms 2.
Oh,
But like the next one, I'm like really, there's a couple that I'm like looking forward to, because like one thing, well, now I'm gonna go on this huge tirade, but like I'm trying to get a world record in Mega Man 11 right now, but I'm trying to do it like once a week.
so what's Mega Man 11 world record that you're trying to get?
So there's this mode in it. It's called the Dr. Light Endless Trial. So like what you do is you have to try to get, there's 30 rooms that repeat, and you got to just try to get as far as you can without dying. And
Okay.
right now I'm in third place, and I want to get first place. But it's a long haul. It's like a 9-10 hour long attempt. So
Wow.
I've kind of whittled it down to being like, okay, I'll try once a week and see how it goes.
Do you have to start
like,
over
I'm
each
kinda-
time?
Yeah, like when I die, it's just kind of like, I'll back to 0 or whatever.
Oh my gosh.
But it like saves the score. So like that's kind of like my big goal right now, to try to get that.
Wow. What was that? There was a documentary about people trying to get high scores in older arcade games like Donkey Kong, Pac-Man.
Oh, like Billy Mitchell.
Yeah, what was the name of that documentary?
I forget.
King of Kong.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Awesome documentary. These people.
I didn't see the documentary, but I'm familiar with the story.
And the rules for these things are very specific. And of course this was before digital recording, so they would put VCR tapes on long play, so it's a 6-hour VCR tape on the screen, and they had to be uninterrupted somehow. I don't know, like you'd have to change them, like there was a little break in between where you could change them, and they had to certify the machine was like unmodified, so they'd have to play constantly. Of course, they had to cut a whiz like right there, and they'd play these things and then the judges would receive stacks of tapes. Like they'd have to they're volunteer judges.
Yep.
There's one thing to be a judge, there's one thing to try to get the record by playing the same game for 18 hours straight. There's a whole nother person who is going to watch that.
Right. Volunteer work to boot.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, that was a crazy documentary. So go watch it, people.
Yeah, King of Kong.
Oh, Aaron Reese says Billy Mitchell's been stripped of most of his titles for cheating.
Yeah, there's like on that same kind of like apparently like he was going to like sue some people. I guess he's fairly sue happy about it. But there was one picture that was just like recently became available online somehow. It's been hidden until recently. But you like see him like shaking hands with the referee guy. But like in the background you can see like the machine, but people that are in the know can see like, oh well, this is like a modified stick. So like it's not an original machine. So it just like it completely throws everything, a monkey wrench into the whole thing. I think there's a little more to it than that, but like it's the stick's kind of like the proof.
That's the nuances. So now Matt Klein says you need to watch the Carl Jobst documentary on the King of Kong. Is this a documentary about the documentary?
I think Carl Jobs is actually one of the guys that was getting sued by this guy because he had been documenting some of like the cheating potential and stuff like that. He's a YouTuber.
A modified joystick.
I think it makes it so you can go like instead of being like a 4-way, like up, down, left, right, you can do diagonals, which makes like for Donkey Kong makes certain movements possible that you wouldn't otherwise be able to do.
That's interesting. Correctly. That's
It's just funny to me that's like, yeah, I'm gonna get this record, but I'm also gonna cheat a bunch.
Liquid Flame says most speedrunners and record setters are cheating. I did watch the Mario, the NES Mario, how they did it. Record run or something. How
like beat the game once really quickly type of thing.
Yeah, who how fast it can be beat. And they do things like they count So the random number generator is a deterministic random number generator. So
yes,
it's seeded based on the clock when the game start, when the level enters or something like that. So they'll turn on the game, they'll count so that the random number generator at different points of the thing is going of the game is going to have output the random number that they want. So like which direction one of the mobs are going to go.
Right.
So that they can time it, and then even though it's supposed to be random, they know the random number it's going to get. Those are cool.
Yeah, like RNG manipulation stuff. Yeah, some of it blows my mind just because, like, I'm going to do it the same way this whole way. So when I get to this point, it's guaranteed that, this thing's going to happen. Like,
yeah.
The dedication is wild.
Yeah, it takes a certain person to care that much. Speaking of that, you're one of these certain people.
Kind of thing.
What is it, Mega Man 11?
Yeah, the only if you can call it a difference, it's like I'm not so much a speed runner as like a marathon runner. Because like it's not like I'm trying to do it quickly, I'm just trying to do it for longer. I mean, I'm still insane, like don't misunderstand me, but like
own it.
It's a different skill set. I can't I've tried speed running occasionally. I usually get fed up with it in like a half hour. I'm like, damn it, I didn't get the world record immediately, so I quit.
Well, yeah, for a speed run, if the record that you're trying to break is a 3-minute record, well, you'll be done quick. So, do you live stream like the whole? You said it's like 9 hours.
Right. Like anytime I go for it, I just live stream it. I'm thinking I might have to try to like segment it in a way, like get so far and just be like, okay, that's it for today. Pick it up again tomorrow. Like I might have to resort to that. Yeah. I speculate that's how the records were gotten anyway. There's no way for me to verify that. Like the scores are just there. Well, like I want to try to do it in one sitting if I can. But like
Yeah.
after like 4 hours, my hands are like, okay, what are you doing to me? So like that's kind of lies.
Yeah, and so what? This is a Sega Genesis, or sorry, a Sony PlayStation 1 game?
It's on like all the new consoles. So it's the one I'm trying to do it on is for the Nintendo Switch because
Oh,
I
so
have the record on PS.
it's new.
Yeah, it's a new one.
Okay.
So like I have the record on PlayStation 4. I have the record on the Xbox. I would have the PC record, but the top score is an obviously hacked score.
Yeah,
So
it's
like
easy to do.
whatever. But like this other score on the Nintendo Switch, I'm pretty sure is a legit score. It's just a really high number, and I think if I throw myself at it enough times that I'll get it. I
This
think it'd be neat to, record myself doing that.
this is a good one. Dave Kircher, um, you'll understand when I read it. Says I've had a few unofficial game records in the past, but I cheat because they're games I work on that aren't released yet.
Oh,
Yeah, he rates games.
yeah.
Have you ever heard of
it's like,
Portal?
no one else has got to play it yet, but I got the record.
Have you heard of Portal?
I have heard of Portal. Portal's great. Portal 1, Portal 2. I need to play the multiplayer version of Portal. It got re-released on the Nintendo Switch recently,
Yeah.
and I really need to like play the multiplayer because like the multiplayer campaign's like different from the single player ones. It's
So
like a puzzle game.
is it cooperative? Like you play with somebody?
Like there is a mode that is cooperative. Otherwise, it's just a single player experience.
Okay.
But no, they're good. They're brain benders. You basically just shoot like a hole into the and like when you walk through it, like you shoot two holes, but if you do it right, you can like keep falling through the portals and you'll like pick up more and more speed. So if you do that, you can like make a jump you couldn't normally make and stuff like that.
Can you go faster than light?
I don't believe so.
Dave, can you add in special relativity so that your mass increases as you keep going? Wait, if you're going down, right? If you have a portal on the floor, portal on the ceiling, and you're going right like this,
Right.
according to special relativity, your mass will increase as you get closer to the speed of light, but you're getting pulled down as proportion to your mass. You'll go even faster. Gonna have to do some equations on this one. I don't know what
Yeah,
would
we'll have
happen.
to figure out how to hack in like gaining even more weight as we fall down too, and see if we can break the light barrier.
That's it. And if you do that in a game, is that how you escape into reality, like Tron?
Maybe that's how you got to do it. We just haven't figured it out yet.
I'm willing to allow Dave Kircher to try.
Well, I would love to hear the findings. Did you manage to escape this mortal realm?
Yeah. Dave, let's do it. Let's see. We got Douglas Messick says, you want to see a game with some cool physics and gravity? Check out Boom Blocks on Nintendo Wii.
Boom blocks. Never heard of it. But
So
got
do you
cool
have
physics, I guess.
Do you have all the consoles?
More or less, like I have all the PlayStation 1 through 5. I have an Xbox 360. I don't really use it, but I just bought an Xbox One, like specifically for like the Mega Man thing I was just talking about.
Okay.
And I have all the Nintendo consoles that are like from normal Nintendo up to the Switch. But like,
So
in the
for
Wii,
reference.
PS3, 360 era, I wasn't really playing a lot.
All right. NES, Super NES, Nintendo 64, GameCube,
Right.
Wii,
You got it.
Switch.
There was a Wii U between the
Wii U, then
and
Switch.
It's the one everyone forgets.
Yep. Well, they just added a U to the end. Anyway,
Yeah.
I've got them all.
Is it the same thing? I don't know.
I can't find my SNES though, so I
That
think
sucks.
it's lost. That's I
You
kind
still
of
have any games for it?
for the SNES.
Yeah.
I think I have a couple kicking around. like
I
the
also
old
have
ones, yeah.
like the mini SNES, which is basically like Nintendo's like emulator box that they came out with.
Oh yeah. All right, here's an interesting thing that Kitsune Cavalier, I don't know how to pronounce some of these people's names. Sorry if I got it wrong. Says, if you gain mass, you don't fall any faster. Just ask Galileo. Well, we're not talking about Galilean or Newtonian. We're talking about Einsteinian. But the point is, as you approach the speed of light,
Right.
and you have an acceleration applied to you, your mass has increased. So, all right, that wouldn't work. So the amount of the force is less, right? Because your mass increased, F equals ma, and so you need to rearrange for you want to know the modification. Anyway, you won't increase that. Oh, and now we got Leslie Rohrer saying mass is Lorentz invariant. It does not change with velocity. Wait a second. That's not my understanding. What am I missing, Leslie?
I don't know. This is definitely outside of my field of expertise, I gotta say.
Yeah. See, one of the things, and the reason why I know about this, one of the this kind of subset, very small subsets of flat earthers say that gravity happens because the flat earth dirt pizza is accelerating upwards at 9.8 meters per second squared. And if you do the math using Newtonian and Galilean math, before a year is up, you reach the speed of light. But according to relativity, you can accelerate at a fixed rate indefinitely, and within your reference frame, you never actually reach the speed of light. It's outside of your reference frame, it's a different thing, and that's actually the force applied is modified by the mass, and so you don't actually ever reach the speed of light. The amount of change of acceleration to external observer is different to the person inside the frame. So there you go.
Isn't time supposed to slow down if you're in?
Yeah, time is different for the observer in an accelerated frame.
Yeah,
as well. So yeah, there's a flat earther that thinks that he debunked relativity by just cherry picking quotes from Einstein. He doesn't understand any of it. He just cherry picked quotes, and therefore thinks that he debunked Einstein. That's what they do. And all of his followers, they're like, oh, he's so smart. He debunked Einstein. Like, no, he doesn't actually understand any of it. So that's how they do.
well, I mean, it's definitely different when you're just kind of like, preaching something that you don't know about to like an echo chamber, and it's like, see how much I know.
Exactly, yeah. And unlike people that have jobs where they have to apply actual physics and then something gets built on it, and then if it doesn't work, there's a problem, right? They have accountability for the stuff they do. They don't have any accountability. They can say whatever garbage crap they say. His followers are like, oh, you so smart, here money, and that's it. He yet another month he doesn't need to get a job doing something productive. So that's it.
But what's the fun in that?
I know. To my knowledge, I think that his wife works and he does not, and they just had a kid.
Oh,
Could be wrong on the details. It's inferred from things that he said. So anyway, one thing, let's see, how do I got 167. Excuse me. If anybody in my audience here, dear viewers here, I am looking for somebody with experience, not just a desire, but somebody with experience writing software in Google Sheets. It's so the keyword is transcontinental triangulation in the American arc of the parallel. If you're interested and that describes you, send me a message. I was gonna say it at the beginning of the stream, but I forgot. Anyway, it's a secret project. All right.
Hacking the Google Sheets.
What's that?
Hacking the Google Sheets
Absolutely.
from within.
That's not hacking. No, it's I've got a whole bunch of data that has been entered. Some people have helped me enter this data. And now that we need to do some cross-referencing of the data, and it's rather tedious and kind of error prone. But if there was software written to do it, it would be less error prone and it would be very fast. So anyway, that's what I'm looking for. It's kind of a specific thing. I write software, so I could do it, but I have so many things that I want to do on this, and I want to give an opportunity to somebody to help. So
I see. I don't know the first thing about writing anything.
ooh, we've got Chris Hoffman says, I'm a data mancer in tricks. And then in parentheses, sheets. That sounds like it's the right thing. I don't quite know. Anyway, send me a DM. If that describes you and you're interested. So, but what I'm going to do, Mega Harv. How are you, Mega Harv? What is that?
How? Oh, I'm doing lovely.
No. What your name? Mega Harv.
Oh yeah, Mega Harv. You got it.
But how did that come to be?
Oh, well, like, well, back in the day when it was still like gaming related, because I went, like, my name, has Harvey in it. So I'm like, I just used Harv as like my internet handle for the longest time. But then when I was on Game FAQs, I did like a trivia, like I was in a trivia group, and we used AOL Instant Messenger to do like trivia. But like in order to join that, I'm like, well, Harv's taken. So then I just started guessing random stuff, and I'm like, oh, well, Mega Harv, and it wasn't taken. And it's just been my internet handle ever since.
Oh, all right. And what's the name of this orange tabby?
Oh, that's Speedy.
Speedy.
He's my roommate.
I also have an orange tabby named Turtle, the opposite of Speedy.
This guy's super friendly. How about yours?
Yes, he likes to lay on you and then purr.
Oh yeah, that sounds about right. He's good for that.
If you just go sit on the couch, there he is, gonna lay on you.
Right.
So
he's like, you look like you need me to rub my face on your face, so
yeah. Or the other end.
Right.
Would you like me to put that end in your face? Here it is. Yeah. No, thank you.
It's like, no, thanks, but no thanks.
So, all right. Well, Mega Harv, I'm going to wrap up here. It's been great talking to you. Thank you for popping into an unknown chat with somebody.
Yeah, no, it was fun doing just a spontaneous, raid like interview out of nowhere. It's like, I don't know where this is going to lead, but let's see how it goes. But
yeah,
no, thanks for popping in.
People in my chat, give a thumbs up to his video if you'd like to. I think you'd very much appreciate it if you subscribe to him.
I would definitely appreciate it.
It costs you nothing. So go do that.
And for those of you in my, like, I'm sure I've been horribly ignoring my chat, and I apologize, chat. But like, in case you guys are just joining and don't know, this is MC Toon. It's MC Toon Live, correct?
Yeah. But I have two channels, and so the other channel is not live.
Okay.
It's just pre-recorded.
But if you guys are interested, be sure to check them out.
Yeah, my other channel is Conspiracy Tunes. And Tunes is spelled with a Z, so I kind of debunk conspiracy stuff there. Anyway, Harv's link is in the live chat here. I'll put it in the actual video description. Harv, thanks a lot for joining, and
my pleasure.
I wish you all the success in getting that world record on Mega Man 11.
Thank you. You
All right.
you have fun trying to debunk the rest of the flat earthers on this earth,
I shall.
whatever shape it may be.
Yes, a cube. Definitely a cube. All right, man. We'll see you. We'll see you
All right.
later.
Take care.
All right, bye.
Bye.
All right, people. Well, that was good. That was fun. I'm gonna end that. Cool. Well, thank you. Yeah, definitely give him a thumbs up and a subscribe. It really costs you nothing to subscribe. Even if you never watch his videos, it means a lot to us just to see those numbers tick up. So what a nice guy. It was refreshing for sure to have him on. That's why I like doing these. You know, it's just for fun. Thank you to everybody that has stuck around, all 155 of you. I do appreciate that. I probably will leave this video unlisted for a day or two. I do that because it then YouTube knows to promote the other one, right? Because YouTube promotes my most recent video, and I want the debate to be the one promoted. So I'll let that go for a couple days. Then I'll relist this one, and so people who are like, "Where did it go?" That's where it went. So thank you, everybody. Again, if you are interested in participating in some Flurf tier generation, and are experienced, or maybe are super interested and have a background in the topic of writing, I think it's in JavaScript is this the actual language you use for writing code in Google Sheets, then send me a DM, email me, or Facebook or Discord. Those are the best three. Every platform now has DMs except for YouTube. They used to. YouTube used to have DMs. They got rid of it. I don't know. Probably for the best. There's an echo in his end the whole time. Well, all right, people. Well, thank you very much. We will see you Thursday for Caleb FE from TikTok and Garrett Morgan. Stick around for that. That's the wrong video. What? Who did that? What kind of amateur? What kind of amateur am I? To have the intro video run instead of the outro video run. So, all right, here we go. This is the right one. It's called Outro Tron Tune. It's just below Outro Christmas. Yep. There it goes. Oh my goodness, that's twice in a row. It hung.